Good
Afternoon,
afternoon,
sir.
children.
Good
Yes.
afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So let us go to this story. Okay. We are going to revise some of these lessons. I am not going to revise all the lessons, but I will revise before you exam some of the lessons. Okay. So we are going to revise today an Indian American. Yes. What is the title of the lesson? An Indian American.
Indian American.
Yes, an Indian
Indian
American in
American
space.
women.
Yes, in space, isn't it? It's a lesson on Kalpana Chawla. Yes, it's a lesson on Kalpana Chawla. We are going to revise that chapter number 4 of Honeysuckle. Okay, let's study this. Let's go in detail in as far as this lesson is concerned. Since all the questions are going to be MCQs, yes, multiple choice questions. So we are going to take up that. So I'm not okay. So we are already yes, in the last class we have already seen MCQs on the chapter a different kind of school. So now we are going to take up another lesson, an Indian American woman in space. Okay, so let's go to this lesson. Yes, if you have anything else, you can ask me because I can see many boys are joining now. Yes, if you want to ask me any questions, I
Yes,
will.
sir.
Uh, yes, no questions. Yes. Are you all ready?
No questions, sir.
No,
No
sir.
questions. Okay, fine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. A space shuttle is a hovercraft, a spacecraft, a space station, a rocket. So, what is space shuttle? Space shuttle is
Spacecraft.
Space,
a spacecraft.
spacecraft.
Okay, spacecraft.
Spacecraft B,
So,
sir.
right.
B, sir.
Right. Let's go to the next question. Going to US for a master's degree was not liked by Kalpana's mother, by
Kalpana's
Kalpana's
father.
Kalpana's father did not like Kalpana Chawla going
Kalpana's
to
father.
US for master's degree. So probably yes, he wanted to get married soon or study here in India. Yes, he didn't think it was her right decision to go abroad. Okay, so Nikhil says that his mic is not working. Okay, fine. But you are able to hear. So if you are able to hear, fine, no problem. Okay, right. We'll move on to the next question now. Kalpana earned her PhD. So she earned a PhD in which subject now? So we are
Aeronautical
just
engineering.
so it's a aerospace engineering, okay? Not aeronautical engineering, it's a aerospace
Sir,
engineering.
what is difference between those two options, sir? A and B?
Aeronautical engineering and aerospace engineering. Okay. You have asked me a technical question. I'll just try to find out what is basically the difference between. I'll ask somebody or I'll just try to find out. You can also try to find out in the net. Okay. Aeronautical engineering
Okay,
and
sir.
aerospace engineering. Okay. Because it's a technical question. I am also not very much aware about this, but I don't know aeronautics. I don't want to tell you wrong things about this. Anyway, I'll just try to find out from my friends also about these two. So, what is actual difference between
Okay,
because
sir.
both are dealing with what both are dealing with? Yes, probably aerospace is dealing with aeronautical is dealing with probably aeroplanes and all. So aeronautical engineering that is there, but they are all studying about yes how the yes aeroplanes fly in the sky and all. But aerospace, so here it is dealing with spacecrafts. Most probably aerospace, probably. I mean, from these words itself, we can make out that probably it is dealing with what? It is dealing with aerospace. Aerospace means spacecrafts and all, right? Srinivas, don't try all that, yeah? Okay. Space shuttle is used many times to travel, okay? So, right. So I hope I think from this only it is quite clear to you. Aeronautics, yes, it is dealing with aeroplane and all. So you're dealing with all that. How yes, one can fly the helicopters and then aeroplanes and all, maybe related to that. And aerospace, space, so space shuttle, spacecraft, and yes, Kalpana was astronaut, isn't it? She was astronaut. So aerospace engineering. So she earned her yes. Others she's trying. Okay, I'll just okay let in. Right. Let's go to the next question now. Yes, you have asked me. I mean, there was a lot of discussion about yes, superstition and all. Right? We'll discuss about that also. We'll just cover up this lesson and then I'll just spend some time, or maybe meanwhile I'll just spend some time on that. Okay, lot of discussion in this forum about that. Then I'll talk about that too, right? So I will wait for all others to join. Okay, so once all of them join, then I'll talk about superstition and ghost busting, belief in ghosts. About that also I'll talk, right? So let's go to question number 4, and somebody has given the answer for that. She was called an Anglo-American, Indian American, Astro-American, or Anglo-Indian. So Indian American, yes, Indo-American woman, right? Yes, Indian American. So Indian American, right? So let's go to the next question now. Question number 5. She went to the US for now. Why did she go to the US? So she went to US what? To join NASA, to get the master's degree, to do aeronautical engineering, to get the bachelor's degree.
Get
Yes,
master's
Sir,
degree.
to get the master degree.
master
Get
degree because
master's
in
degree, sir.
aerospace
B,
engineering
sir,
she has
Option
B.
done,
B.
To get the
and she has
master's degree.
obtained her degree in aerospace engineering, isn't it? Now she was
Sir,
selected
B,
at NASA for the
sir.
training. Which year she was selected in NASA? She was selected in NASA which
1994.
year?
Sir,
1994.
1994.
1994.
1994. Okay. Kalpana had encyclopedia knowledge. So encyclopedia. No,
She knew.
She knew
so,
everything
so
about
encyclopedic
aeronautics.
knowledge here it is
She
referred
had.
to having knowledge of a wide variety of subjects. So she had a knowledge of wide variety of subjects. So in encyclopedia, you'll find information about various subjects. So so having knowledge of a wide variety of subjects, that's an encyclopedic knowledge. Now the period of our first mission in space was, so how long her mission was in
Sir,
space?
15
It
days,
was
16 hours.
15 days,
15 days, 16
Sir,
hours.
16
15 days.
hours and 34 minutes.
15 days, 64.
Yes, Neil Armstrong, yes, he was also astronaut, right? 15 days, 16 hours and 34 minutes, right? Right.
16 days with
So
Comfort.
otherwise, right, what Neil Armstrong, the one yes, who kept his feet on the what moon? The
20
first moon to reach, right? Neil
Sir,
Armstrong,
I'm
right?
astronaut
First
and
one
went in
to
space.
step
in
on
space.
moon, right? So Neil
Yes,
Armstrong, very good that you are writing about Neil
actually.
Armstrong, astronaut, right? So let's small step for a man. Yes, small step for a man, but a giant step for the
First one.
humanity. So who? Yes, that is what the American president said.
Sir, why is
A small
breaking?
step for man, but a giant step for humanity, right? So by profession, Kalpana Chawla was, what was she? She was a professor who taught in America, an engineer and made aircraft, an astronaut, astronaut
Yeah,
and went into
sir,
space.
why is breaking?
Astronaut and
Ah, an astronaut who went into space. Okay, who went into space, right? Okay, now let's go to the next question now. Kalpana Chawla made history as she was the first, what? She was the first Indian American to do so. She was the first Indian American to go to what? To go into
in
space. So she
to
was an
travel in the.
astronaut
Also,
who went into the space. Yes,
women, sir.
Sapnik, you want
Women,
to say
sir.
something?
Yes, sir.
Right.
First women are there.
Yes, tell. What is the your Bhunesh also wants to say something. Yes, you want to say
Sir, there
something,
will be
Sapnik?
women, sir.
Yes,
No,
nothing. Okay. Okay.
No, sir.
I'll just.
There will be women also.
The first Indian American woman to do so. Okay.
There
The
will be
first Indian American woman it should have been. Okay, you are
yes,
right.
sir. Women.
The first Indian American woman. Okay. Right. So Kalpana was a resident of. Actually, they will ask you that only.
Yes, sir.
The first
Yes, sir.
Indian American woman it should have been. Okay, you are right.
US.
Kalpana was a resident of what? She was
Haryana.
a resident of USA,
Haryana.
right? She had become a naturalized
US.
Haryana.
citizen of USA, right? Okay, so she was a resident of
Yes.
USA. She
Yes.
was living at that time in USA. both Kalpana and Jean Pierre. So her husband as well as Kalpana, they were born in India. Is it correct? Both were not born in India. Only
Yes, sir.
Kalpana Chawla was
Sir,
born in India.
only Kalpana
What
is
is the
born
meaning
in
of
India, sir.
resident? The one who is
Kalpana Chawla
residing,
is not
the
in
one who
India.
is a citizen of
Born
the
in India,
country
sir.
means the one who is residing there, one who is living there. So resident is a person who is living there. So where was she living? She was living in USA. Okay, so resident of or citizen of, we can say. Very good, Nikhil. Right, let's move on to the next question. Now here, both Kalpana and Jean Pierce. So here, yes, that's a small step for a man and a giant step for, yes, very good. So this is what the, yes, who said that? Okay, but Kalpana Chawla, yes, she was born in India, right? So, but what about Jean Pierre? He was not born in India, so that's why A option is not correct. So both, see, the question is asked both. Now, who was born in America?
And
Jean
he was
Pierre was
not
born
born
in
in
America.
America, sir.
But the right option will be both were flight instructors. So yes, her origin was in India, right? So both were flight instructors. That will be the right answer because here it is referring to both. Okay, it is not referring to one particular person. So that is how sometimes the questions will be tricky. You have to look at that. Okay, you have to understand the question properly. Now, in Kalpana Chawla's opinion, everyone has. See, why I have given for some questions the answers because she was a naturalized American citizen. Very good, Aryan. I have given that answer mainly because you should be able to remember those answers. So when you look at those answers, you'll be able to remember. For some, I have not given the answers because if they are simple, I have not given the answers for them. So in Kalpana Chawla's opinion, everyone has dreams. So okay, everyone has dreams and one wants to fulfill those dreams. Kalpana Chawla became an inspiration for whom? She became an inspiration. She became an inspiration for youth, for Indian youth. Kalpana was born. Where she was born? She was born in a small Indian town. And what is the name of the small Indian town? That is Karnal. So she was born in a small Indian town. She was born in India. And the name of the town is Karnal. Very good. Very good, Arthur. Yeah, Ishant is waiting. Okay. Right. So shall I move on to the next question now? Yes, Tanmay says Karnal. Very good.
Sir,
Ah. So from Colombia, Kalpana sent a message. So Kalpana sent a message to whom? From Colombia, Kalpana sent a message to where? To her college in Chandigarh. She has sent a message to her college. So from Colombia, from
Chandigarh.
the, from that space shuttle, from the space shuttle, Columbia, and name of the space shuttle is spacecraft is Columbia. So from the space shuttle, she has sent a message, and she has sent a message to her college in Chandigarh. Okay, so she studied in right. So she earned her PhD in aerospace engineering. Then she was called an Indian American. Same questions, and so that's why I'm just skipping them. Okay, I'll just move on to the next. Okay, so yes, Ved Prakash. So before you can just go through this, see, right? Right. Okay, boys. Right. Now, after a Bachelor of Science degree in Aeronautical Engineering, see, you are reading about science, you are studying about Kalpana Chawla, who could go to space and all. You should have scientific outlook. Somebody writes about ghosts, you need not believe in all that. Okay, and in case if you don't send a girl who has died, who has turned into a ghost, she will come and sleep with you and all that kind of nonsense. If somebody has written, you need not believe in all that. Okay, don't believe in all that. See, there are many people who believe that there are going to be ghosts there and ghost fair is going to be there and all. So some people, they have gone and visited those places. They have remained there in those places, yes, just to scare somebody. They go on playing all that kind of thing. So don't believe in all that. And people believe that ghost fair would be there. So who have gone there? Some of these people who belong to superstition eradication committee members. So in many places, many of these belonging to NGOs, they have gone and they have tried to bust, that we call them as ghostbusters. So network waste, yes, network waste. So all that, whatever that is there, that's all nonsense. So don't believe in all that, because some of them, they were very much worried that it may come and it may trouble you, all that. Nothing of that kind of thing will happen. It will be only time waste. But remember, this is an opportunity for you all
That is a
to
network.
understand that you should not believe in all those kind of things. If you, yes, then you all Sainik school cadets, you all going to be
Sir,
future
someone would have done it
leader.
just to scare.
Just
Sir,
to
that is
scare, they will
a
go
way
on.
of getting
They will
popularity.
go on
Sir,
telling
then
all
the
that.
Yeah,
sir,
they will
then
say
the
I
master
am
There is a fat
I
algo
am
is fake, sir. I have watched it in YouTube, sir. It is
Ah,
fake,
you
sir.
have watched. So it's all fake,
sir,
okay?
then
So
the
you all,
They will
sunlight
tell,
somebody has given all
I
the
am lollipop.
fake,
okay.
sir.
it
Fine.
is just
It is for
someone who is
only
editing
waste
a
of
picture and
time.
sending it.
Just to
Yes, sir.
this
Sir,
is
it's
just to
waste
become
of the
popular.
time, sir.
Okay, fine. See here,
Sir,
lots of
it's waste of time,
social
sir.
Sir, the
workers,
ghosts are there
social
means the
activists,
God is also not
they
there,
have
sir.
tried to eradicate the superstitious beliefs. Like, there was a place called Churi in Maharashtra where people, they used to sacrifice many of these he buffaloes, thousands of he buffaloes. So what superstition eradication committee members did, they tried to stop all that. The villagers were very angry over that, and then there was a belief that the ghost would have a fair. Third day after the fair, whatever, I mean, people used to come, then they used to sacrifice he buffaloes and all, and lot of blind beliefs all these people had. And yes, just a minute. Yes, it is there. I'm working on that. There's no problem. It is only that. Wait, you can sit here. Okay. Yes. So people used to believe in all that. Okay. Then third fear. Then on that particular night, nearly 20, superstition eradication committee members, they remained in this. So those, see, they remained there at night. No ghost came. Nothing of that kind came. But what happened? I was one of those people who were there remaining there. You must have heard of Naren Dabholkar's name. Have you heard of Naren Dabholkar's name? He was killed in the year
No, sir.
2013.
Yes, sir.
He
No,
was a
sir.
Yes,
famous,
sir, I
yes.
have heard, sir.
So you can just check
Yes,
in
sir.
the net about Narendra Dabholkar. So Narendra Dabholkar was the one who was a social activist, and he was killed, Superstition Eradication Committee. He was heading all that on the Shraddha Nirmulan Samiti. So he was heading that, and he used to go from place to place. Yes, making people aware of, aware about all these, how they can eradicate the blind beliefs of the people. You should not believe in ghosts and all that. Okay, it's about that. Okay, so somebody will try to play the, uh, game like this. So, and you'll
Sir,
start believing all that.
Sir,
Uh,
to trouble the other people. Sir, to trouble the
so
people.
here, Sholap,
They will make
they
fool
tried
of
all
them.
that. And what happened, I'll tell you. At night, one fellow climbed the tree and he was trying to, fool others. He was trying to, started making noise that of a ghost and all. And people, what did they do? One or two of members, and actually some of them, they really got scared, thinking that probably the, ghost fear, that belief was there. But two fellows who dared, they just climbed the tree, and they found that one fellow had climbed the tree. They brought him down,
He was just
and then
making fun
after
of
that,
them.
yes, huh? And then they brought him down and they slapped him. Then
And
this
kick
fellow
him.
went there in one, where the drama was going on, where the play was going on, and there he told people that yes, some of those who have come there, who wants to eradicate superstition and all, they have beaten me very badly. People with access and all,
Sir,
what? Yes, they came and
sir,
chased
this
those
Varun
people.
Odadgi is now telling.
Yes, what happened?
Sir, Varun
Ah,
Odadgi has shared this message first, and now he's telling we should not believe in ghost. He's
Now
being
he's
with
telling
both
not to
sides,
believe in
sir.
ghosts. Okay, so I'm
Yes,
just
sir.
telling you that See,
Sir,
some
the
of
gods
the
are
you should get rid of all these. There are Ghostbusters. People when they claim that there is ghost there and all, they will go there and
Yes. Yes,
try
sir.
to make you all aware that there is nothing like ghost. Okay, so be aware of all that. There is nothing like ghost. So I'm just telling you that I was also one among them when the mob attacked and nearly 20 people they were badly injured there. I mean, people attacked with because I was there in one of the jeeps there, and many of the famous, social activists of Maharashtra. They were also there. Dr. Shashikant Ankari. Then actually Narendra Dabholkar, he came next day, and it was a big news in newspapers, and it was a big news all over Maharashtra, where many of these people belong to NGOs were attacked, and they were admitted in Sholapur hospital also, and even the former MLA was also
Sir,
attacked,
he
who
killed
was a
90 people, sir.
district superstition eradication committee president. Okay,
When the
so what
doubles
I want to tell you that
90
when
people.
yes, you need not believe in all that.
Sir,
Yes, yes, tell.
what is meaning of
What is the meaning of?
sir? What is meaning of? Yes, sir. We didn't believe. Sir, we believe in God.
You believe in God, no problem. You can be God fearing, but you need not believe in what? You need not
Mob,
believe
sir.
in ghost. You need not believe in ghost. Okay, don't believe in ghost. Uh, God, no problem. You can believe in God. Okay, you can be God fearing. Probably your mind will be at
Sir,
peace
Sir,
when you start believing in God. But when you start believing in ghosts, what will happen? You'll start getting scared, and it may create psychological problem also. Right? So
sir,
let somebody write
all
the
Said
what is meaning?
about all that.
for Swami
See, the
Vivekananda
ghost will come, ghost will do
has
this,
told
ghost will
us
do that. Okay, fine. See, if
God
somebody could achieve these all great, heights like Kalpana Chawla, it's a mainly because she had a goal, she had a dream, and she wanted to fulfill, all that. She wanted to, fulfill all that. So you have to aim at something, and you have to go ahead with that. You need not believe in all these nonsense things. Okay, right?
sir, what
Okay, fine.
was the name of
Ah,
Swami
great
Vivekananda
Sir,
told
study?
what
like
we
sir,
can
90 members.
give you.
Sir,
yes. Right. Tell.
sir, in Ramayana there in the
Ramayana.
Ramayana Diva
See, as far as Ramayana is,
have
tell.
killed the
Ramayan is
See, it may be true story as far as Ramayana is concerned. He
ghost.
must have been a king like Rama.
Sir,
Probably he
he
was
is
very,
telling
very
that.
loyal.
Sir, he is telling
Yes.
that.
Yes. Tell. Okay, fine. I'll go ahead with this now. We can discuss about that. Okay.
Sir, he is
I think.
telling that
Tell.
he is ghost.
Yes. Why this problem?
Sir, in Ramayana.
I'll,
Sir, he is
okay, I
asking that
will talk.
if are
Tell.
in Ramayana in our realm.
Tell loudly. Yes, Satvik. I'm not able to hear properly. Yes.
Sir, that
Telling that if
sir, that
ghost
boy
is
was
there in
telling.
Ramayana, then why not
Be
in our
quiet. I am
environment?
telling.
Why
no
not
sir,
in our?
I'm not telling in Ramayana it is
Sir, he is telling.
in Ramayana
Sir,
Sir,
he
just
is
there is
continue
telling
space
to
if
sir.
answer.
there are monsters in Ramayana, then in the
Yes.
No sir, I'm not asking that. I'm telling that you're telling the ghosts are fake means in the Ramayana also they have written the
no, they have not
sir.
written story. It
Okay,
is
fine.
Suryavanshi.
Okay, fine.
Sir, I
Okay, whether they have written in Ramayana or not, remain.
Ramayana there
These
is
all epics.
Rakshasa
Okay, these all
story in
epics.
Ramayana.
And okay, these all
Hello.
epics. Okay, and
No,
I think as far as
Ramayana
Ramayana is
there
concerned,
are
I don't think
Rakshasa.
they are talking about devils and all. Okay, right. So after those who have got devilish power, diabolic power. See, in our case also,
They
as
are
Mahatma Gandhi says,
talking about
we have got
Rakshasa.
both
Monsters and
evil.
all
See,
friends.
both parts. See, as far as we are concerned, We have got good qualities as well as bad qualities, isn't it? So good qualities, if you have got, we are godly, and if you have got bad qualities, we are diabolic or we are devilish. So all these qualities that are there in everybody. Only thing that we have to see that all those good qualities we should try to project it. We should be moral, we should be ethical, and then only there'll be Ramaraja. Then only all people, yes, monsters are also there. Okay, fine. So then only Ram Raja means there'll be good kingdom or nice ethical ethics will be there in this world. Okay, fine. So I will go to this question now. Next one. After Bachelor of Science degree, see, somebody said, sir, time is going on and all. You need not worry about time. See, actually, whenever there is a silence, you think about that. Already one slide is there in front of you. Think over that. Read that. It is not only when we discuss, we learn the things. Sometimes when there is a silence, what will happen? We'll be thinking over it. And the things should go on in your mind. Okay? Things should go on in your mind. So sometimes you can read in between lines. We say that you have to read in between lines. What does it mean you have to read in between lines? You have to think over it, what is written there in the line. See, there is a beautiful play also there, white spaces. See, it's not that only whatever is written there that is very important. What is not written there, those white spaces are also very, very important. Because that will provide you to think over. It's not that your mind has to be always full of thinking. Sometimes you need a rest also. Okay, right? So let's go to these questions now. After Bachelor of Science degree in Aeronautical Engineering, so she has done, yes, against great opposition from her father, she went for a master's degree to the United States of America. Okay, so she went to where United States of America to do her master's degree. She later earned her PhD in aerospace engineering. So she has got PhD in what? Aerospace engineering in Kalpa. So and she did her bachelor's degree in aeronautical engineering where in India. Okay. So Kalpana Chawla was the first Indian American woman astronaut. So remember, first Indian American woman astronaut to blast off from the launch pad at Cape Canaveral, Florida. Okay. So this passage is about whom? This passage is about Kalpana Chawla. Okay. So we can't say that an Indian woman and all, right? She went abroad against her father's wishes. You are right. So against the father's wishes. So Kalpana Chawla went to America against her father's wishes. Right? Okay. So that is the right answer for the next question. Right. Okay, we'll move on to the next now. Question number 3. Kalpana Chawla was a professor who taught, an engineer who worked in a factory in America, an astronaut who went into space. So, an astronaut who went into space, that should have been the right answer here. An astronaut, she was astronaut who went into space. Sometimes they may just give you astronaut, sometimes they'll give you an astronaut who went into space. So yes, a lot of discussion in the chat box I can see. So, yes, father probably felt that she should get married and yes, she should remain in India rather than going abroad and all, but she wished to go abroad and then she went abroad, right? So Nitin says yes, right? Kalpana, the astronaut who flew into space was, yes, the Kalpana, the astronaut who flew into space was what? The first Indian woman, the first American, the first Indian American woman to do so. She was the first Indian American woman to go into space, right? She was the first Indian American astronaut, okay? So not only first Indian, yes, right. The word launch, very important word. The word launch. Launch means what? Launch means to start. Okay, launch, start. Launch pad, where starting point is a launch pad. Okay, now we'll go to the next extract here.
Your voice
So,
is breaking. Yes, your voice is
yes.
breaking.
Tell.
Your voice is breaking. Sir. Your voice is breaking. Your voice is breaking.
Okay.
Your voice is breaking.
Yes,
Doesn't
sir.
matter.
Your voice is breaking.
But you can
Sir,
see that
your voice is waking very much.
very much. Okay.
Sir, your voice is waking.
Okay.
Voice is breaking.
But you can
Sir,
see
very
that,
much.
isn't it? Okay, Satvik, you are able to see the screen, no? Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir,
sir.
we
There
can
is no
able to
problem
see
in
the
the
screen,
sharing,
but
sir.
your voice is breaking, sir.
Okay. So it may be due to network problem. Okay, don't worry about that. Afterwards, you can watch watch it because it will be recording. Okay. So Kalpana was born
YouTube,
in
sir.
Katwa, Haryana, but was a naturalized US citizen, married to flight instructor Jean Pierre Harrison. Besides being an astronaut, she was licensed to fly single and multi-engine airplanes, single-engine seaplanes, and gliders. She was also a certified flight instructor. So she was a resident of which place? Haryana,
US.
India.
Naturalized US
Resident of
citizen.
US. Okay, so don't get confused. She was born in small
Sir,
Indian town, but she was a
sir,
resident
I
of
have a doubt,
US.
sir.
Right. Tell. Tell Nitin. What
Sir,
is your doubt?
I have a doubt.
Tell. Ask. What is your doubt?
Sir, what is the difference between flight instructor means प्लेन को उड़ाना क्या सर बताना सर और उसके बारे में
देखो वो तो उड़ाना भी सिखाएंगे और उसके बारे में बताएंगे सो हाउ टू फ्लाई the aeroplanes, that is what they will be teaching them. Okay, they will be training them. So how to fly single, see, she was licensed to fly, so she had the license of flying, and she was also flying instructor. So flight instructor is referring to how to fly the aeroplanes. She was training all these who wanted to become pilots. You got it? So she was not only pilot, she was, yes, she was also instructor how to fly them. Right? You got it now? Okay, she was a trainer also. Okay, so let's go to the next question now. Kalpana was okay, that is over. Now this Jean Pierre was married to whom? Jean Pierre was married to Kalpana Chawla. Third question, very important question that we are not discussed, so we'll discuss here. A naturalized US citizen is one who is a foreigner, yes, a born in that country, a foreigner born in India. See, naturalized. So somebody who is a foreigner. So she was a foreigner. Who was foreigner? Kalpana Chawla, because she was born in India. But she became US citizen. When she became US citizen, so a foreigner who got, yes, so a foreigner who got US citizenship. So the foreigner who got US citizenship is a naturalized US citizen. I hope you got it now. A naturalized US citizen is the one who is a foreigner. Yes. Okay, there
yes
is some
voice is
problem
not
that is going on. So what I will do, I'll just stop here only. Okay, because that recording part I'll just stop, but remaining all
Why is
it's
it
all going
breaking?
on.